tax liability for a person getting income up to 3 lakh rupees and a tax liability of only 2,500 for people with an income of 3 to 3.5 lakhs. I propose to increase the threshold limit for audit of business entities who opt for presumptive income scheme from 1 crore to 2 crores. Similarly, the threshold for maintenance of books and HUF is being increased from a turnover of rupees 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs or income from 1.2 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs. I therefore propose to reduce the existing rate of taxation for individual assessees between the income 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs to 5% instead of the present rate of 10%. This would reduce the tax liability of all persons below rupees 5 lakhs income either to zero with a rebate or 50% of their existing liability. In order not to have any duplication of benefit, the existing benefit of rebate available to the same group of beneficiaries being reduced to 2,500 available only if to the assessee 3.5 lakhs. The combined effect of both these measures will mean that there would be a zero tax liability for a person getting income up to 3 lakh rupees and a tax liability of only 2,500 for people with an income of 3 to 3.5 lakhs. If limit of rupees 1.5 lakhs under section 80C investment is used fully, tax would be zero for people with an income up to rupees 4.5 lakhs. While taxation of people with income up to 5 lakhs is being reduced to half, all other categories of taxpayers in the subsequent brackets will also get a uniform benefit of 12,500 per person. The total amount of tax foregone on this account of measure is therefore 15,500 crores. In order to make good some loss of revenue on account of this relief, I propose to levy a % of tax payable on this category of individual whose annual taxable income is between 50 lakhs and 1 crore. The existing surcharge of 15% on people earning more than 1 crore will continue. This is likely to give me an additional revenue of rupees 2,700 crores. In order to expand the tax net, I plan to have a simple one-page form to be filed as an income tax return in the category of income individuals having a taxable income up to rupees 5 lakh other than business income. Foreign direct investment increased from 1,07,000 crores in the first half of last year to 1,45,000 crores in the first half of 2016-17. This marks an increase of 36% despite 5% reduction in global FDI inflows. Foreign exchange reserves have reached $361 billion as on 20th January 2017, which represents a comfortable cover of 12 months of imports. The government has also continued with the steady path of fiscal consolidation without compromising on public investment requirements of the economy. Demonetization of high denominational banknotes was a continuation of a series of measures taken by our government during the last 2 years. It is a bold and decisive measure. Yes. For several decades, tax evasion for many had become a way of life. This compromises the larger public interest and creates an unjust enrichment in favor to the detriment of the poor and the deprived. This has bred a parallel economy which is unacceptable in an inclusive society. Demonetization seeks to create a new normal wherein the GDP would be bigger, cleaner, and real. The exercise is a part of our government's resolve to eliminate corruption and black money, counterfeit currency, and terror funding. Like all reforms, this measure is obviously disruptive as it seeks to create status quo. Drop in economic activity, if any, on account of currency squeeze during the remonetization period is expected to have only a transient impact on the economy. I am reminded here of what the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, had said: a right cause never fails. Demonetization has a strong potential to generate long-term benefits, reduced corruption, greater digitization of our economy, increased flow of financial savings, and greater formalization of the economy, all of which would eventually lead to higher GDP growth and tax revenues. Demonetization helps to transfer resources from the tax evaders to the government, which can use these resources for the welfare of the poor and the deprived. There is early evidence of an increased capacity at reduced interest rates and a huge shift towards digitization amongst all sections of society. We firmly believe that the demonetization and the GST, which were built on the third transformational achievement of our government, namely the JAM vision, will have an epoch-making impact on the economy and the lives of our people. इस मोड़ पर घबरा के न थम जाइए आप, जो बात नहीं है उसे अपनाइए आप, डरते हैं नई राह पे क्यों चलने से, हम आगे आगे चलते हैं आइए आप. The pace of remonetization has picked up and will soon reach comfortable levels. The effects of demonetization are not expected to the next year. Thus, IMF, even while revising India's GDP forecast from 2016 downwards, has projected a GDP of 7.2 and 7.7% in 2017 and 18 respectively. The World Bank, however, is more optimistic and has projected a GDP of 7% in 2016-17, 7.6% in 17-18, and 7.8 in 18-19. The in our economy is premised upon the policy and determination to continue with economic reforms, increase in public investment in infrastructure and development projects, and export growth in the context of an expected rebound in the world economy. The surplus liquidity in the banking system created by demonetization will lower the borrowing costs and increase the access to credit. This will boost economic activity with multiplier effects. By the Honorable Prime Minister on the 31st of December 2016 addresses many of the key concerns of our economy at this juncture. We have moved, Madam, from a discretionary-based administration to a policy and system-based administration, from favoritism to transparency and objectivity in decision-making, blanket and loose entitlements to targeted delivery, and from an informal to a formal economy. Inflation, which was in double digit, has been controlled. Sluggish growth has been replaced by high growth, and a massive war against black money has been launched. We have worked tirelessly on all these fronts and feel encouraged by the unstinted support to the people by our initiatives. The government, as a trusted custodian of public money, I take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the people of India for their strong support. A Rail Sanraksha Kosh will be created, a safety fund, with a corpus of rupees 1 lakh crores over a period of 5 years. Besides seed capital from the government, the railways will arrange the balance from its own resource avenues and other sources. The government will lay down clear-cut guidelines for timeline for implementation of various safety works to be funded from this course. Unmanned level crossings on broad gauge lines will be eliminated by 2020. Our focus is on Swachh Railways. SMS-based Clean My Coach service has been started. It is now proposed to introduce a Coach Mitra facility, a single window interface to register all coach-related complaints and requirements. By 2019, all coaches of Indian Railways will be fitted with biotoilets. Pilot plants for environment-friendly displays and conversion of biodegradable waste and to energy are being set up at New Delhi and Jaipur railway stations. 5 more such solid waste management plants are now being taken up. Service charges on e-tickets booked through IRCTC will be withdrawn. Cashless reservations have gone up from 58% to 68%. As a part of accounting reforms, accrual-based financial statements will be rolled out by March 2019. Our continuous endeavor to improve the operating ratio of the railways. The tariffs of the railways would be fixed taking into consideration costs, quality of service, social obligation and competition from other forms of transport. A new metro rail policy will be announced with focus on innovative models of implementation and financing, as well as indigenization of hardware and software.